Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I know it's early on the first day after a holiday. But listen, we had this conversation earlier. We had this conversation on Saturday. I'm like, are people up? Do you want to do ENERGIZE Live? Yes. I'm going back to work. So here we are I'm a couple minutes late, 6:19 on Tuesday morning, because you assured me, you told me you were getting up and going back to work and doing the things today. And yes, you absolutely would be on if we were together on ENERGIZE Live early morning on Tuesday. I'm like, okay, I know it's the Tuesday after the 4th, and I'm like, is anyone going to be with us? But you assured me you would be, so here we are. And this is another one of those days where we're just going to say morning. I don't know if I'm going to put good in front of it, or we're going to say morning. I'm going to grab my ice and my water and my cup and get my things. I haven't even gotten my things ready today. And this is just, that's about all I can say today. We have a lot to talk about. And it feels like every day we get up and we have a lot to talk about. And every day we just are like, what the actual F is. This is a freaking dumpster fire that we live in, but happy 4th. Okay, I'm gonna get some ice. Tell me what you did. Tell me what you did. Did you see fireworks last night? What'd you do? What's going on? What did you do last night? I don't even want to say celebrate, because really? But did you see fireworks last night? We spent a good amount of time trying to keep dogs very quiet and not losing their minds last night. I have, of the 3 dogs, 2 have a lot of anxiety around loud noises. We've always known that Winnie does, but we're discovering that Sawyer does too. And Sawyer spent a lot of time underneath. We had a lot of rain on Saturday, a lot of thunderstorms on Saturday or Sunday, I don't know. And so Sawyer spent a lot of time in my closet, a lot of time underneath the bed, just a lot of time hiding. So it's been an interesting week, just trying to keep them semi-calm, heavily medicated with the CBD. I have not done that yet, and I need to. I need to get some CBD for them, because Winnie was like glued to my side yesterday. Like, it was a little bit annoying. You know what I mean? It's almost like having a toddler again. So, but bless her heart, I have patience because she really does have anxiety around it. So we managed to keep them calm. But the thing is, people were setting off fireworks last night in our neighborhood. And what are we celebrating, really? And then we can also hear the, let me see, Jenny found it for obvious reasons, right? Then we could also hear the fireworks. So Magic Kingdom did special fireworks for the 4th of July, which they've done every year, except the last couple because of COVID. And then Epcot did these special fireworks, which they've done every year, except the last couple because of COVID. So they brought them back this year, and they both started around the same time. So we could, so not only were there fireworks going off in our neighborhood, but then we could also hear the fireworks from both Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and they were like bigger than normal fireworks. I'm like, okay, yeah, send me your suggestions for the anxiety. So CBD, Heavenly Hound Bars, I don't know what that is, but send me the link. Valor Essential Oil too. I don't know what that is either, but that sounds amazing. So I think we're now that we're really getting into Floridian summer, where clearly we're going to have rain every single day. And sometimes it's pretty heavy rain. Sometimes it's a humongo thunderstorm, and sometimes it's like that 15-minute shower. I think we're going to have to invest in something to keep Winnie a little bit more calm, and Sawyer, I guess too. I was surprised at Sawyer. So you never know. Okay, so strawberry lemonade Energize. Let's have some of this because it's literally the best ever. It's the best ever. I am changing all my subscription to Energize to strawberry lemonade from now on. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. And if you are drinking another flavor, hey, I'm not gonna yuck your yum, as my daughter says, but I'm gonna say if you haven't tried strawberry lemonade and Energize, you don't even know what you're missing. It's so incredibly good that I don't even have words for it. It's so incredibly good. Got my immune here, trying to gear up my immune system. I'm going to Summit next week. Okay, listen. Yours should arrive today. That's fantastic. So, listen, I feel like yesterday was a really lovely day here as far as weather. It was gorgeous. Got up, worked out, spent the day at my pool, which is like, those moments when you have in your life where it's happening and you're like, wait, I've dreamed about this and here it is. You think so? You think so, Jay County? You think they made strawberry lemonade? Because I mixed it together and we have an Instagram live show that's named after a product, Energize. I don't know. I don't have that kind of power. I wish. If I had that kind of power, I would be using it for more than just Energize flavors, that's for sure. So it's just, this lovely day. The weather was gorgeous. I took an awesome walk. Got well over my 12K day. How you doing on that? 12K day. Got well over that yesterday. Had a really great workout. Did some work. Got in the pool. I spent the afternoon in the pool. It was lovely. I had my awesome Disney music playing. Just a gorgeous day, and then you come in, you start to make dinner, and you once again are greeted with just heinous news of gun violence in Chicago at a surprise 4th of July parade. And it's, you start to feel a little bit numb. You're like, I don't even know if I feel anything anymore, which couldn't be worse. Like, what do you mean I don't feel anything? But, and I think, what is this dumpster fire that we're actually living in, where I'm looking at this going, I'm not sure I feel anything anymore, but what? Why don't I feel anything? And here's what it's like, hold on, I gotta take a drink of Energize. And you know me. That you're not gonna get on Energize Live and I'm not going to talk about this. I know that everyone runs their businesses differently, everyone runs their lives differently, and there are certainly human beings who are in the same business that I am, who are building a business that changes our lives with the Team Beachbody opportunity, which, make no mistake, will change your life. Make no mistake, it'll change your life. I know that because it's changed mine, okay? There are lots of humans who are in this same opportunity, who are in other businesses, for whom social media is a big platform for connecting. It is for me. It's the best thing that I've ever, I love social media so much for the fact that we can connect with people all over the world. And I know there are humans who are like, well, I'm just going to stay very neutral about all things because I don't want to lose anyone's business, and I'm not going to get political. And here's the deal, friends. If you're showing up to Energize Live, it's not random. You didn't just stumble on it. Nobody was up at 6:15 accidentally, turning on Instagram accidentally. And if you're here, it's because we've got vibes that align. And I feel like if I am neutral, I'm doing this entire situation a disservice. I can't be neutral. All right? If you're going to show up to Energize Live, because you didn't show up here randomly, like you literally woke up and turned on and you opened up this social media platform, you should know what you're going to get. And I can't be neutral. And if me saying that we're living in a dumpster fire right now, and I'm not quite sure what we're celebrating, if that is offensive to you, then it's okay. We should know that right now. We should know that right now. And if that means you need to go take your business someplace else, then that's okay, because we're not aligned, and I'm okay with that. I can't be neutral. And we're not going to show up on Energize Live and not go, we're living in a dumpster fire. And so, you know what I was thinking last night? It was so strange, because I think we've all collectively just said, this is okay. In the United States, evidently, collectively as a human race people, we have said, you know what? You can carry guns and you can shoot them off whenever you want. Collectively, that must be what we've decided. We must have decided that. Because if we haven't decided that, if you're like, no, we haven't decided that, that's wrong. What are you doing about it? What am I doing about it? What are we doing about it? So collectively, we must have decided it's okay, right? Or we would be doing something about it. And I mean you and me and everybody. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of where I am. We must have decided that women are second-class citizens, and what we're not changing, we're choosing. So we must have decided that, or we'd be doing something about it. So my question is, what are we going to do about it? Are you donating today to an organization? Are you emailing your representatives today? Like, are you posting something about it? Are you taking a stand? What are we doing? Otherwise, we're saying it's okay. It's, what is that term? What is that term? What is that term? I can't think of the term right now in my head, where you don't say anything and it's sort of, you're just implicit, what is that? Someone knows what that term is. Anyway, you're saying that you think it's okay by not doing anything. You're saying I don't know what it's like two words, and I can't pull it out of my head this morning. But we're saying that it's okay by not doing anything about it. I mean, honestly, that's what we have to actually look at ourselves in the mirror. Like, I have to look at myself in the mirror and go, what am I doing about this? Because otherwise I'm saying that it's okay. You know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what the situation is, whether it's another situation of gun violence, whether it's women's rights, whether it can be anything. It can be anything. It can be your own personal health and wellness journey. You know, I always use that example because that's the world that I live in. It can be your own personal health and wellness journey. You know, I don't know how long I would think to myself, there's just something off with my gut. My stomach hurts, and I'm like, well, how long I must be okay with this because I'm not doing anything about it. Implied consent. Thank you, Deborah. Implied consent. That is the phrase I was looking for. So if we're not active, it doesn't matter whether it's your health and wellness journey. Well, I must be okay with this. I must be okay with my stomach hurting all the time, because I'm not going to have tests done to see if I have food sensitivities. I'm not taking action on XYZ. I'm not investigating supplement. I must be okay with my stomach hurting all the time because I'm not doing anything about it. Like, it comes down to everything. It's implied consent. Are you doing anything about this gun violence situation? If not, then it's implied consent that it's okay. Are you doing anything about the women's rights? If not, then it's implied consent that it's okay. It's implied consent that we've collectively decided that it's okay, and it doesn't matter what the situation is. It can be these big, social justice, world issues, whatever, or it can be as simple as, I don't like the way I feel, but I'm not doing anything about it, then it's implied consent that it's okay. Welcome to Energize Live on the Tuesday morning after the 4th of July. Let's go outside. So thank you for that phrase last night. I could not think of that phrase last night for some reason. English teacher out of the classroom for too long. That's what I kept thinking last night was, well, we must have all decided that this is okay. Because what are we doing about it? We must have all decided that it's okay. And, oh my goodness, you get up in the morning and you see the sunrise and you're like, well, every morning the sun rises and every morning we get another chance to do something different. There's no need for barking at 6:30 a.m. There's no need. There's no need. So that's kind of what I'm feeling this morning. And I just feel like there's too much at stake to be neutral. And if someone decides that they don't want to do business with me, they don't want to be my customer, they don't want to be on my team, they don't want to be part of the Compass coaching, they don't want to buy my planner or whatever because I'm not neutral, I'm okay with that because we probably wouldn't align anyway. And my dad always used to say, you got to be able to put your head on the pillow at night and know you did what you needed to do. And if I'm neutral and I don't say anything, then I don't know that I can put my head on the pillow at night. At the same time, I don't think you come here for a history lesson or a civics. This is not civics class in high school or government class or Law 101 or any of that. So at the same time, you didn't come here for a lesson in civics. So that can't be the only piece we talk about. And Bree, you're correct. Most people don't act until it affects them directly. I think that's human nature. I don't think that means we're bad people. I really think that's just human nature. I think we're all like that. So I don't think it means we're bad. I just think it means we're human. And if we can acknowledge that and then understand that what affects someone actually does affect us, like we're all actually one, then perhaps our catalyst to act will be a little greater. But Bree, I do believe that you're right. And I also don't think that makes us bad people. I just think it makes us human. So we're all trying to figure out what the actual F is going on. And I want you to know that it's not random that you show up here at 6:15 a.m. on a weekday morning. It's not random. And if you show up here, we're going to talk about the stuff that's happening in the world. But we're not going to only focus on the stuff that's happening in the world because, as we've talked about so many times, and I say 6:15, what I mean is sometimes 6:20, sometimes 6:21. I'm not Robin Roberts. This is not Good Morning America. We do our best here. We do our best. And we're going to talk about the stuff that's going on in the world because it affects who we are and how we operate in the world. And we're also going to talk about ways that we can navigate the stuff in the world and how we can level up and how we can pull our threads and how we can just better navigate this dumpster fire that we're living in. I think that's part of why we come together too, so we can figure it out together, so we can acknowledge it, talk about it, and figure it out together. And I'll tell you this. So I'm speaking next week at the Team Beachbody Summit, and they asked me to speak on what we call in the Team Beachbody world, our culture, the vital behaviors. We call the foundational behaviors that will build a business, we call them the vital behaviors. So we want you to speak on the vital behaviors. I heard, so you want me to speak on habits. That's what I heard. And I went, okay, I could speak on habits all day long. Well, I've been struggling the past couple weeks really getting into the headspace of actually writing the talk. I've really been struggling because there's been this piece of me that is like, the world is burning down around us and you want me to get up on this stage and tell people to press play, drink a shake, read a book, and invite people to join us? Like, what? Like I'm human. I am a human being person. So there's this piece of me that was like, this seems so crazy. So that you want me to get up on this stage and talk about these habits when the world is burning down, right? this is, and then this weekend, it connected for me. How do I navigate the world burning down? How have I navigated the world burning down my entire life? Habits. Duh! It was a light bulb. Like I was thinking about it I wasn't thinking about it through the lens I need to be thinking about it. I was like, you really want me to talk about pressing play and drinking a shake when the world's burning down? Yes. Because how do we navigate the world burning down? Through our habits. Yes, I'm going to get on stage and I'm going to tell you that these habits can change your life and help you navigate the world. Oh, and by the way, help you build a business that can help you change the world. Yes, I'm going to get on stage and talk about that, even though it feels like maybe from the outside something so simplistic that while the world's burning down, we're going to talk about drinking a shake. Yes, we are, because that's what's going to help us navigate all the hard, no matter what it is. It was a light bulb moment for me. I just had to work through the process of getting there, right? Because I'm human and I don't always get it right away. And then I'm like, yes, that's why they asked me to talk about it. And I don't mean because, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. Listen to me, I mean this in the nicest possible way. Not because Beachbody Corporate is so infinitely smart and knew that all this stuff was going to be happening, so let's get JV on stage to talk about this. No. That's not what I mean. I mean, that's why the universe put this topic in my lap, because I am so passionate about habits, because I have built my business on these habits. I built a multi-million-dollar business from the ground up on habits, okay? So don't come at me and go, well, it works for you, but not me. No, that's bullshit. That's you telling yourself limiting belief stories. It works because I'm not very smart and I'm not very techie. I'm not very creative. I'm not very social media savvy. I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff. I don't have all these followers. I'm not an influencer. Nothing's ever gone viral. I just show up and do these habits. Oh, and by the way, those habits have also helped me navigate life. And as a result, have helped me build a business. That's why the universe gave me this topic. Now I got it. But I really had to work through that to understand that. I really had to work through that to understand that. And it also clicked for me this weekend. Because I've been thinking so much about habits. It also clicked for me. So I've shared with you the vision that I had when Fire and Flow came out. And it felt like the puzzle pieces finally clicked into place. And I thought that it was because of Fire and Flow, which I love this program. I love Fire and Flow so much. I thought it was because of Fire and Flow. And I've shared with you this vision that I have of women all over the world. Cool Jules is in Scotland, okay? So all over the world. Cool Julesy is also, by the way, the woman that I shared with you who left her job that we celebrated a couple weeks ago. She lives in Scotland. So everyone should go follow her because she's awesome. So when Fire and Flow came out, it felt like the pieces of the puzzle were clicking together. And women all over the world, including Scotland, including Canada, we're going to get up and we're going to put on like cool merch, that made us feel cool. And we were going to click into this incredible ENERGIZE Live community. We were going to make our ENERGIZE. We were going to get out our planners and we were going to have our morning routine and we were going to go press play and we were going to be about creating our life on purpose with purpose through these small habits that we come together and kind of do some of them together in the morning. And this community helps us level up, helps us create our life on purpose with purpose. You come here to be challenged and encouraged, right? So that, like, the pieces of the puzzle started fitting into place when Fire and Flow released. And it occurred to me over the weekend, like, another light bulb over the weekend. That's what happens when no one's in the house and it's just me and you actually have time to think. Fire and Flow was the program that made my vision very clear. But the vision isn't program centric. The vision isn't just based on fire and flow. The vision is women all over the world waking up, putting on their awesome merchandise that makes them feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves, making their Energize, connecting into Energize Live, writing out their goals and dreams in their Compass Planner, and then pressing play and moving their bodies and going about the business of creating their life on purpose of purpose. And it's not program specific. It's habit specific. It doesn't have to be fire and flow. It's just habit specific. And I think that's why when the Lift More program came out, I was a little bit like, well, I don't know. I'm like all about fire and flow. And then as I was doing it and realized success is in simplicity. Success is in simplicity of habits. How do I get on stage and talk to coaches about how to navigate this business and this world when it feels like the world's burning down? Because these habits are simple. And you can sustain habits when they are simple. How do you create a life on purpose of purpose? Because you have simple, sustainable habits. So when I clicked into that sample workout at Lift More, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm gonna get up in the morning, I'm gonna put out my merchandise, I'm gonna make my Energize, I'm gonna do my Energize Live, we're gonna write in our Compass Planner, I'm just gonna go out and press play on a program for about 40 minutes, lift some weights, feel super strong, because what we do in our workouts is what we do in our life. What we do in our workout is what we do in our life. You can lift a heavier weight, you can do one more squat, you can do one more push-up. You translate that into the rest of your life, period, end of discussion. What we do in our workouts is what we do in our life. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this 40-minute lifting program. I'm gonna get stronger physically, which means I'm gonna get stronger mentally, and then I'm gonna go out into the rest of my day and create my life on purpose and purpose. That's the vision. That's the vision. It has nothing to do with the program and everything to do with the habits. And the program can be interchangeable. In this case, I think a lifting program is actually what we need, because we need women at their freaking A game. I need you strong, physically and mentally. I need you proving to yourself every day just how strong you are. I need you lifting that heavier weight and going, well, dang, I know I could do that. I need you as strong as you can possibly be if we want to make change in this world. So I think Fire and Flow, for me, just for me, brought the puzzle pieces into place and helped me understand that the vision isn't program-centric. It's habit-centric, and I think we need Lift More. It's why I love Job 1 too. It's why I love Job 1 as well. Makes me feel strong. And when I finish a workout with Job 1, I feel like I can do anything. What we do in our workout is what we do in our life. Period. You show me, I'm going to use my business as an example. Show me a coach who's off their business game. Show me a coach who tells me my business just isn't growing. I'm going to tell you a coach who is not on a program. Is not dialed into their health and fitness journey. Period. You want to know, if you are building a business in the health and wellness space, if you are building a Team Beachbody business and you're off your game in your business, you're off your game in your own journey. End of discussion. End of discussion. And I'll fight you on that. How do I know? Because I've experienced it. I've been doing it for 14 years. I know what I'm talking about. You're off your game in your business, you're off in your game in your journey. Period. You're on your journey. Why do you think my team completely changed when I was doing Insanity Max? When I was in the Insanity Max 30 test group, my team made the biggest jump from where we were in terms of business metrics because I changed. Because I was so dialed in to my health and fitness journey. Get dialed into your health and fitness journey, everything changes. And we need you as strong as you can possibly be if we want to change the world. So let's go back to the beginning. Are we What I say? What was the phrase, Deborah? I forgot it again. Tell me again what the phrase is. Unless you're collectively saying that what's happening in the world is okay, which I'm going to guess if you're showing up here, you don't feel like what's happening in the world is okay, then I need you to go into training and get yourself strong and get to work. I need you to start dialing in implied consent. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Unless you are literally saying that what's happening in the world is okay with you, which I don't think you think that, then it's time to get to work doing something about it. And we need you at your best. This is not the time to play small. It's not the time to hokey doke around with your health and your fitness journey. You've got to get yourself in the best shape of your life, physically and mentally, because we need you at your A game. And if we want to change the world, which I believe to my core it will be women who do, you need to change you. You have to change you. What you're not changing, you're choosing. It starts with you. So you have to dig in to your habits and your health and fitness journey to get yourself in the best shape physically and mentally of your life so you can go out and create change in the world. Period. End of discussion. End of discussion. That's your job. From now until I tell you it's not your job anymore. From now until the end of time. Because we need you at your A game. We need you in the best shape of your life physically and mentally. Because the stronger you get physically, the stronger you are mentally. The stronger you are emotionally. The stronger you are spiritually. The stronger you get physically, the stronger your friendships get. The deeper your connections get. Because let me tell you, there ain't no squad like a fit squad. There ain't no squad like a fit squad. Period. Your best friends will be the ones you sweat with. The best friends that you'll make on this planet will be the ones you pick up heavy shit with and lift it over your head and do awesome stuff like that. Like run and lift and squat and lunge and push up and show each other just how strong you are. Those will be your best friends for life. For life. Get yourself in your best shape. I don't care what the magazines say and I don't care what society says. You get yourself in your best shape physically, it will affect you mentally. Now we can create change. But if you're so busy worried about, I don't even know what society wants you to look like, covers on magazines, and I just don't have time to work out or blah, blah, blah. Stop it. Stop it. We don't have time for that anymore. And unless you're collectively deciding that what's happening in the world is okay, and I don't think you are, it's time to get to work. And you know what? I think this is what Energize Live has been leading up to. I think this is what my vision has been leading up to. I think this is why we've been on this journey together and why we know we've got so much further to go. It's to get to this place where we all finally understand. It's the simple habits that create sustainable success. It's the simple habits that create sustainable success. And we need women at their A game. Period. End of discussion. And for women to be at their A game, you got to dig into your health and fitness journey. Period. That's my belief. If you don't align with that, that's okay. I'm not the place for you. But I'm telling you, that's what I believe. And I believe the stronger women are at their core, which comes from physical strength, translates to mental strength, translates into your life, period. Period. What you do in your workout is what you do in your life. We will change the world because you'll feel so freaking strong and proud of yourself that ain't nobody can touch you. Nobody can touch you. So starting now, we're gonna pretend like, because it feels like it's since the holiday weekend was a weekend and July 1st started on Friday. We're going to pretend like July starts today. Okay? So we're going to pretend like today is July 1st. And from now until December 31st, your job is to get into the best shape of your life. Period. Focus on that. Because I'm telling you, when you do, the stuff that will come from that will blow your freaking mind. You will build a business. You will create change. You will forge new relationships. You will go after and do stuff you didn't even think you could simply from that. Your job, we're going to assume today is the 1st of July because it kind of feels like it is, right? It's Tuesday. Tuesday, first Tuesday in July, holiday weekend's over, through December 31st. Your job's to get in the best shape of your life. That's what we're on this mission together. And my vision is there are going to be women all over the world getting up, putting on cool merchandise that Chris makes for us, making our ENERGIZE, tapping into this powerful community, filling out our compass planner, and then getting into the best shape of our life. And as we do that, your mindset will change, your perspective will change, your emotional armor will change, and your drive and your desire to create change will get stronger. Your mission will get clearer, your path will get clear, the fog will clear. You will have incredible clarity from now until December 31st. The best shape of your life. Your best shape of your life. Yours. Not what anybody else tells you. I promise you, if you will do that, your mind will be blown by what you can accomplish. Now, if you're in, I want to know it. I want to know that you're in. I want you to tag me on your stories. And we're going to hold each other accountable. Okay? None of this, well, I'm just going to pick up the 5-pound weight when you know you can pick up the 10. None of this, well, I'm just going to, no. We're going to get a little uncomfortable because change will require us to get uncomfortable. We are the ones who will create change in this world. And if that's going to happen, we're going to have to get a little uncomfortable. And we're going to have to do the stuff that's inconvenient. And we're going to have to push ourselves a little harder. Otherwise, you are implying consent in the crap that's happening in this world. Period. So let's go all in. No more of this wishy-washy, I'm kind of going to work out today. No, we're going to pick up the heavy weights. We're going to get 12,000 steps in a day. We're going to meditate if that's what we need to do for our mind. We are going to get a heart rate monitor if that's what we need to do. We're going to write down our food following the 2B mindset plan and Alana if that's what we need to do. I don't care what it is. But by the time you get to December 31st, you better be in the best shape of your life mentally and physically. And I want you to look back at the last 6 months and go, dang, I had no idea that I could do that. Because the change that you will affect will blow your mind. And then you're also going to call your representatives and you're going to donate to your favorite organizations. And you're going to feel really freaking good about it because you're so strong. Because you're so strong. Pick up the heavy weights. Move your body. Write down your goals and your dreams. Stay connected to this community. And let's go all freaking in. Let's get strong. And let's create change. Because the change that we want in this world will come from us. It will come from us. And on the days that you feel like you're complacent or it's inconvenient, you're going to come here and you're going to tap into this community and we're going to tell you, get your head out of your ass and let's go. We don't got time. We don't got time. We do not have time to be playing around. The world needs us at our A game. So I hope you're ready because we're going in. We're going in. All right. Here's your sunrise this morning. I mean, every day, no matter what's happening in the world, she comes up and she reminds us that we have another day to do better. We have another day to do better. She's a beauty this morning. She's a beauty. Okay, we got to go get to work. I'm going to write in my planner And then Sawyer and I are going out for a long walk. And I'm coming back and I'm going to hit the weights. Because I'm in training now. And so are you. To change the world. That's what we're in training to do. So let's get busy. Have a great Tuesday.